Alright, so we got Ultra Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta. They did just get revealed on the reviews and stuff. This is our first tag switch Ultra character. Like, this is pretty exciting. A lot of people thought it was gonna be Ultra UI Goku, but hey, we got Buu Saga. I'm happy. You're happy. I'm sure a lot of people didn't want to fight UI Goku anyways, so I'm not mad about this pick at all. We are also getting an Ultra Platinum equipment next week, and from the looks of it, it's probably going to be Ultra Majin Vegeta, so be prepared to potentially fight him again. But as for now, we're just going to do a quick breakdown of this character. So we don't really need to read this. The yellow part is really just this stuff you're going to read. So Super Saiyan 3 Goku, so he is blue. So tags are Sun Family, Vegeta Clan, Saiyan, Otherworld Warrior, Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3, and Episode Majin Buu Saga. For the Z ability, we got the Z ability number 4, so he buffs Majin Buu Saga and Saiyan, base strike attack 42% and base blast defense 42%, and then if he's Majin Buu Saga, then they get an extra special move damage plus 5%. For the Ultra ability, so leader slot 30% damage, 30% key recovery, and it's when not in leader per attack Saiyan battle member. That should be pretty easy to get. It's 5% damage per Saiyan battle member. So this is basically just like Ultra Namagoku's Ultra ability. Pretty simple, pretty easy to get up, because you're fighting a lot of hybrids right now, but with this new character you're probably going to be running into a lot of Saiyan teams. So strike attack, strike card. So restore health and activation, so he gets 3% health and activation. For the blast cards, we get same thing, okay, 3% health on strike and blast, activation. For blue card, so massive damage on activation, special move damage, plus 40%, that's uncancelable. And then you cancel your enemies' attribute upgrades and buff effects. Okay, that's pretty good. So let's say you're fighting like Ultra Gogeta Blue. I don't think his defense neutral is uncancelable, so if you use this blue card against Ultra Gogeta Blue, I think you may remove his type neutral. And I think it's the same thing with Broly, you would remove his type neutral. On hits, so on hit you get a Dragon Ball 2 times, that's good. And activations is shared between Goku and Vegeta, and then every time on hit you get it reduce their ki by 50. That's for Goku's blue card. As for the green card, so on activation they draw a card, 15 ki, 15 health, and then 40 ki. Then based on the special arts uses, so on the first time you use this, you get 100% advantage, and then second time around you get 50% advantage. And you don't have to land it, this is on activation, so this is a pretty good thing to get your advantage back. Then on hit, you get cover null, and then all enemy subcounts on switch plus 3. That's good. There's increasing their subcount. If this was on activation, then that'd be pretty toxic, because you could just wait for your opponent to sidestep, purposely miss the green, and then they're locked in, you could like rush them or something. So it's a good thing this is on subcount, makes it more, this is a good thing this thing right here is on, this thing's on hit, it makes it more balanced. So yeah, combo into anything, and then switch ability. So you switch into Vegeta, draw a card, 20 ki, cancel attribute downgrades or noble conditions, and then when unit gauge is full, you enter Super Spirit Bomb preparation mode first stage, and then you switch to sustain damage type. Okay, so unit gauge is full, you're switching into Vegeta, and then you pop the preparation mode. Starter ability, 360 damage, 330 damage guard, 100% cure recovery, card draw speed, and then nullify noble conditions for 60 counts. Okay, that's good, so he's immune to getting fainted by like Shallot or something for the first 60 counts. A unique ability, so first unique ability, before entering Super Spirit Bomb preparation mode or after Super Spirit Bomb activation, you destroy the enemy's hand after taking an attack if health is 50% or lower. So an enemy confrontation, so you draw one card if hand is 3 or 3 at one time. Okay, so this is like Revival Super Saiyan 2 Gohan's ability, but it's actually a bit worse, because he gets it unlimited times. Like he draws a card unlimited times every time he's faced with the enemy, but these guys, they only do it once, which is, it's fine, they don't really need it, that ability's pretty broken. So at least they would then want like infinite combo you if you're just constantly swapping. And then they do get health, they get ki, 30 ki, and then they get defense neutral every time when faced with the enemy. On arts use, they are stacking damage 30%, so this is, on arts use, it's going to be On green, blue, strike and blast, not just strike and blast. And then they get cover null for 5 counts. So this is similar to Trunks and Gohan. The damage stacking is the same, but the cover null is not unlimited times. And then on arts use, if hand has 1 or fewer, you're drawing 1 card, and then defense is new. No, this is overall neutral actually. Nullify element disadvantages on that 1 card that you use. And then when hits by enemy's arts, enemy key -5, all enemy arts cost plus 15, 5 counts 2 times. So you get hit twice, and then you're upping their arts cost by 30, and that's all enemies. And then you're reducing their key too. So this is a pretty good like disrupt mechanic, especially if you pair it with like someone else's disrupt. So this should be pretty solid. And also before entering preparation mode or after Super Spirit Bomb activation, if health is 50% or lower, activation shared between Goku and Vegeta, and then activations reset after Super Spirit Bomb activation. You get 30% health, 50% unique gauge, and then destroy entire enemy hand. So this is if your health is 50% or lower before entering it. Okay. Then 1 time. And then when on battlefield, an enemy activates special move, ultimate, awaken arts, or rising rush, 50% health, ally subcount -5, and then cancel enemies buff effects 3 times. And then share between Goku and Vegeta. Okay. So it's not team wide buff removal, it's just they just have buff removal, but they have to be in first for it to activate. So it's not like Legend Rose's where it's team wide. Goku has a blast cover change, convert into the blue. Gets your unique gauge. Once your unique gauge is full, the attack type unique gauge will restore key and draw cards. The sustained damage type will reduce the enemy's vanishing gauge to 0. So attack type here, and then goes to sustain type right over here. So it starts as attack type, but unique gauge just becomes full. You're gonna draw 2 cards if hand is 3 or fewer, 20% health, 50 key, and then switch gauge 100% 1 time. That's good. So you're gonna just go straight into Vegeta. Vegeta. And then activation share between Goku and Vegeta, and then you get cover null when the unique gauge is full. And then when it goes to sustains damage type, when you're into with Vegeta, you're gonna get 25% health 2 times, ally subcount -3, and then destroy 3 enemy cards, enemy vanishing gauge -100% 2 times, and then seals enemy's rising rush 5 counts. This is unlimited times for the rush. Okay, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Attack type, but slightly charges each time strike blast special arts is used. Slightly. I think that's like Dragon Fist amount of charge time. Like OG, like the green Dragon Fist. I think that's about how fast it's gonna fill up. And then for the defensive gauge, it's greatly each time when hit when the enemy's hard. So that's probably like defensive. That's about maybe like Red Zamasu. Or like it's either Red Zamasu or Super Saiyan 4 Goku, the Ultra one. That's about how fast his defensive gauge is gonna fill up. And then consumed entirely when entering preparation mode, that attack type, and then sustains damage type consumed entirely when unique gauge is full. Okay, makes sense. So what for the defensive gauge, you're getting hit, it fills up, and then it empties, then it just keeps on stacking. And then this is Vegeta now, so that was Goku's side, this is Vegeta. Okay, Z ability is going to be the same, Ultra ability will be the same, the strikes and blast, that's the same. So this getting health on activation. Blue card, on activation 40% special move damage, uncancelable, that's the same. Cancel attribute upgrades and buff effects. Then on hit, Dragon Ball's, yep, that's the same as Goku's. Okay, but this time on hit, you destroy 2 cards with Vegeta, while with Goku, you minus the key for 50. I would say the destroying 2 cards is better, so I would say Vegeta's blue card's a bit better than Goku's. Green card, an activation, you're gonna draw a card, health 15, key plus 40, that's the same. Yep, this is also the same, the vanishing stuff. And then on hits, your subcounts on switch -2. So it's basically like purple Revival Gohan's green card. You're just like reducing your own subcount -2. But you have to just hit the card. You have to hit the green card for this to work, and then you get covered on hit. Makes sense. Switch ability. So draw 1 card. You have 3 or fewer, and then key plus 20. And then same thing, cancel attribute downgrades and open conditions. Then you're tagging into Goku. Also based on unique gauge amount, when it's not full, attack switch into Goku, and then when it is full and you attack switch into Goku, then you're gonna enter the Super Spirit Bomb preparation mode, and then you're gonna get that defensive gauge. So this is Vegeta's unique ability. Actually, this is Vegeta's side of the unique ability. So enemy confrontation, draw a card, that's the same. Health, key, defense neutral, that's the same. On Artsu, stacking damage, covering all, that's the same as Goku's. Draw a card, overall neutral, this is the same as Goku's. When hit by enemy's arts, minus 5 key, all arts cards plus 15, that's the same as Goku's. And then before entering preparation mode or after Super Spirit Bomb activation, if health is 50% or lower, this is the same as Goku's. And then when on battlefield and enemy activates blue card, ultimate rising rush or awaken arts, this is the same thing because it's shared, so it makes sense. Okay, this is new. While in preparation mode and health is reduced to 0 by enemy's attack, so basically you die, you're gonna revive, and then you're gonna attack switch to Goku, and you're gonna get 70% health, and then switch to attack type unique gauge, and then you're gonna get more unique gauge charge rate, 100% uncancelable. So if you don't get a Super Spirit Bomb off, and you die, then you're just gonna revive. That's good. Vegeta has a special cover change against strikes. Combo into the blue. Unique gauge. So attack type, distinct damage type. Okay, so when unique gauge becomes full, you have dropped the 2 cards. Health is 20%, key 50, switch gauge 100%, cover null, that's the same. And then so change damage type. Health 25%, ally subcount minus 3, destroy 3 enemy cards. Enemy vanish engage minus 100%. 2 times, and then seal enemy rising rush. So this is the same thing as shared between, well, it's not shared between Goku and Vegeta, but they both have the same thing. This is the same. Okay, active gauge, this is new. So with 100% active gauge on tap, you enter the Super Spirit Bomb preparation mode 2nd stage. So I think you're in the 1st stage you're only in with Vegeta, and then you're essentially just stalling out, I think, to fill up the active gauge, and then once the active gauge is at 100%, then you tap that, and then you get into the 2nd preparation mode for the Super Spirit Bomb. And then this is giving ally damage 50% uncancelable. So you can run this guy with anybody. You get to the stage, that's 50% damage to you and your allies. So that's pretty good support. You're gonna be running this guy on like a Saiyan team, and he's buffing Majin Buu Sokka, so you're running him with Legend Super Vegeta. And Majin Buu, they're missing like 1 key character. That's what I'm saying. Like that Ultra Plow coming is Majin Vegeta. So that's probably gonna be the Majin Buu Sokka team that you're gonna face if it is Ultra Majin Vegeta as the Plow equipment character. But so 2nd stage, active gauge reaches 0. You're gonna activate the Super Spirit Bomb, and then once that activates, you're gonna attack switch to Goku. You're gonna get the attack type unique gauge. You're gonna get 50% health, 100% damage for 2 counts, uncancelable. Unique gauge charge rate 100% uncancelable, and then nullify KO prevention for 2 counts. So what that is, essentially it's it nullifies every 2nd life mechanic. So you have like indestructible, it nullifies that. Revive, it nullifies that. Endurance, it nullifies that. The only thing I'm not 100% sure if it nullifies KO guard, but I would assume it does. But we'll have to test that out in game. But I'm not sure if it nullifies KO guard. But if it doesn't nullify KO guard, it nullifies like every other 2nd life mechanic. And then also, if enemy is powerful opponent, he goes neutral on the Super Spirit Bomb. So you're fighting like a Legend Rose, you're fighting a Broly, or like that's the only powerful opponent character you're fighting. It's just Legend Rose and Broly, or just Broly's and Rose. Then you're going neutral. So on hits, you're gonna deal transcendent damage to the enemy, and then half of the damage dealt to the enemy will be dealt to the other enemy standby members. And then 1st stage, charges but not defeated. 2nd stage, okay, so on the 1st stage for the thing, it charges while you're not defeated, then you're in with Vegeta. And then the 2nd stage, the thing decreases when you're charging the Spirit Bomb up with Goku, I guess. And then the active gauge disappears when the Super Spirit Bomb is activated, or when you revive. So if you revive, then you can't do the Spirit Bomb again. You can't. So when you use this thing, you're gonna go to the high area when you enter the preparation mode. If you're in the low area, But if you're already in the high area, then you're just gonna stay there. The switch ability will become unusable until the end of the battle after entering preparation mode. Okay, so you can't attack switch obviously. Character cannot be sealed in preparation mode. If character receives an attack that would cause it to be defeated while preparation mode, the active gauge will disappear. Okay, so if you revive, then you can't do the active gauge thing obviously. Preparation mode will be cancelled upon revival. So if you revive, you can't do the preparation mode again. And then this attack cannot be evaded or vanished, makes sense, or recovered changed against. On attack, this cancels open conditions that restrict this character's movement. So obviously you can't get, if you're fainted and then this activates, you won't stay fainted, you would just do your move. But yeah, that seems to be it for Ultra Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta. They seem like the best character in the game to me. Just from reading this, like, I don't know, like, you're running this guy with, like, I don't know, like, it seems like they seem really good. They're blue and, I think they're blue and purple, right? Or are they just all blue? I'm pretty sure they're blue and purple. When it said it in the review, it's showing is blue here. I think they're purple though, I could be wrong. But they pretty much counter out Trunks and Gohan, is what I would say. And then if Ultra Majin Vegeta is that platinum equipment, it's going to help this character a lot. And then Trunks and Gohan, they're really going to be in trouble. If they're going to have to verse these guys, plus Majin Vegeta, which has like a lock-in ultimate, lock-in on entry, AoE green, hybrids are going to be in a rough, well, they'll be in a rough spot, but they definitely won't be like out of the meta or anything. But it won't be like they're just destroying the game once this character drops. Because this character seems like the best in the game, which makes sense because it's an Ultra. Part 3 Ultras usually are the best character in the game once they drop. I don't think we've had a single Part 3 Ultra that wasn't the best character in the game once they dropped. So yeah, this character seems pretty good. You guys can let me know what you think of the character, if you think this was a good choice, if you like their kit. But yeah, I hope y'all summons go well, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.